Happy Monday. Happy Monday to all of you rock stars out there. Welcome back to the show, Live at the Roxy, on this Monday, November 8th. Wow, I feel like my back is aching, my belt's too tight, my hips shaking from left to right. I worked yesterday. I got up at like 5:40, and then the girls got here. Adrena and Steph got here, and the crew were here by 8, and then we shot until 6, and then we went live with the World Girls and had that big announcement at 7, and then we filmed until 9, and then they left here for post-production stuff and debriefing at 11:30. So it was a long day of pose, because yesterday we shot our calendar shoot. It's gonna be fucking sick. Cameron Rice, our amazing photographer, already sent us all the photos. I was going through them this morning. Chef's kiss. Although I will say, as I'm always honest with you guys know I'm in hibernation season right now, which means I'm storing up for winter. And my body usually fluctuates about like 5 to 10 pounds depending on what kind of mood I'm in. And I'm in my version of thick Thor mood these days. So some of those pictures I was like, I might have to Photoshop the fuck out of that. And then I remember we filmed the episode and you guys will see me running around with some thick ass thighs tomorrow when we drop that one at the end of November. So anyway, it was really something. But no, listen, I feel a little better about myself and the way my clothes fit when I'm 5 pounds lighter than I am right now? Yeah, I do, because like I feel like it's easier to be on the bike. I feel like I move a little smoother. I feel like I'm a little stronger. I feel like I'm just functioning a little better, but I'm depressed as fuck right now. So I have to be easy on myself. And sometimes that means putting on 5 little extra pounds, enjoying that little body fat, not letting that get too far, not because that's not okay when other people, if that's other people's happy place, that's fucking great. But for me personally, I don't feel as good moving as when I am in better shape. And so this last week, I kind of kicked it back into high gear a little bit and was on my bike more often. I was stretching more often. I was just trying to move a little bit more instead of doing that thing where I sit in my apartment by myself every day, all day, and don't leave for like fucking days at a time. But so last night, I won't tell you for what purposes, but for the calendar shoot, we're in some precarious positions. And like, there's this one thing that I was doing at this one point that looks like, okay, I'm in sweats or whatever, but like bending backwards with my arms, whatever, but you have to hold it for a long time. And there's one calendar shoot thing where I'm in like a full squat, like deep squat for a while. I won't say more about it than that right now, but like my body today, oh, hurting. And again, this is not about how I look as much as it is about how I feel. I'm somebody who at some point in my life, I lost 30 pounds. So I know what it is to feel like like none of this is about anybody else's body but mine. My comments right now are about my own body. I think that, as you guys know, all bodies are beautiful. Some people feel like they have to put on weight. Some people feel like they have to lose weight. Some people feel comfortable in their own skin. That one seems like a lot less often. But for me personally, I always know what my happy weight is, like where it's not like I'm happy because I'm that weight. It's I'm that weight because I'm happy. Because usually when I'm happy, I'm active and I'm going out and I'm hiking and I'm seeing my friends and I'm doing yoga and I'm a good mental place and I'm just like moving and grooving. Right now I'm in like a sloth mode, like, like I just get high and eat all the cookies at 3 a.m. because I can't sleep and I'm just on one. So anyway, that was yesterday. It was quite the shoot and just long day. And I've been meeting with them nonstop because if you missed yesterday's show, we announced that we actually are not doing our December planned live event, which we were so fucking sad about. we've been really looking forward to doing that event for a long time, but some events took place that made us reassess the situation, and the reassessment of the situation made us figure out that it is not the time for a live event. So if you guys have any questions on that or anything that I was just talking about or anything going on in the world, today is the AMA show. I was not live at the Roxy yesterday because we were doing the shoot, and Sunday is our AMA episode. I don't like to take those ones away from you guys because the AMA episodes of this show and of World Girls are the episodes that I get the most DMs about, where people, even once in a blue moon, they'll ask a question, they'll say it from anonymous or from themselves, and somehow our discussion around that question actually improves and helps their life. So I never want to take away from an AMA because I want to give time and space for you guys to ask whatever it is that you guys want to ask, whether it's serious, whether it's silly, whatever it is. If you guys are struggling with something, if you're curious about something with me, with you, with whatever it is, send in those questions, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer, super chat in as well. On top of all of that, please make sure that you like this video, that you tell your friends. Let's continue to grow the Rockstar community, as you guys are fucking great, and I appreciate every single one of you. I also wanted to talk about something today that we talked briefly about yesterday on the World Girls for our Sunday night episode, but we were doing a whole episode on MCU, so we didn't really get too into it. And that's the Travis Scott Astroworld aftermath. That is just fucking devastating. I've been reading the same articles that you guys have. I've been looking at the same tweets that you guys have. I've been hearing the same stories that you guys have. But one of the things that I looked into this morning was actually who it was whose lives were taken during the concert, Travis Scott's concert, where 8 people were trampled to death and an additional 100 people were hospitalized. And I guess to just start by saying, which you guys already know, I guess it goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway, because sometimes people are new to the show and they don't know where my heart is. So I just want to start by saying how fucked up this is, and that nobody on the planet should be going to a concert and die because they were trampled. I've heard stories about people going to concerts and they die because they take too many drugs. That fucking sucks. That's fucking awful. Drugs are to be either not taken or taken as safely as possible. You guys know that I feel like drugs have really, they're a double-edged sword in a lot of different ways. There's a lot of drugs that I feel like have opened windows for me and doors for me that I don't know if I'd be the same kind of artist if I wasn't, but I've also had a past with drugs that have really fucking demoed my life. And so I have a lot of empathy and sympathy for people who struggle with drug use and for people who OD. So it's not to say that I don't, but we hear about people who take too much ecstasy and they die at a concert. Or we hear about people who are at concerts and some freak fucking thing happens, some freak fucking accident where something falls on them. Things that security and the person who's playing the concert, they can't help. But this situation where 8 people died and 100 people were hospitalized felt so avoidable that I think it touched each of us differently than when we hear usually about what happens at concerts, because I can't believe that there's a 14-year-old who left their parents' house that night thinking that they were going to see their favorite musician and didn't make it home because they were fucking trampled to death. Like, as somebody who's not a parent, but as somebody who has all of their friends who are having babies and whatnot now, and watching that kind of love and the decisions they're having to make with their kids every day, you have to decide what you're going to do with your kid, what you let them do. As long as they're under their roof, as long as they're under 18, they're your responsibility. And thinking about parents who think that they're letting their kids go to this concert because they love their kids, they want their kids to be happy, and then their kid doesn't fucking make it home. Just so upsetting. So looking at the people from the concert that were killed, I wanted to talk a little bit about them because I feel like we don't spend enough time remembering victims. And I was appreciative of Insider for releasing all of these things. They said that of the people who had died, one of them was John Hilgert, a 14-year-old. That's who I was just speaking about, student athlete. He was the youngest victim from Astroworld. His family friend described him as the sweetest and smartest young man who was a good student and had a tight knit family. It's always interesting to hear the way people are described, like as a good student, but those aren't the things that you and I care about, or at least not the things that I care about. The things that I care about are that the way he's being described is as a sweet, smart 14-year-old. 14-year-old. This says Hilgert's former baseball coach, Justin Higgs, told the Washington Post that Hilgert and his teammates all loved Travis Scott and listened to his music a lot. They're all fans. They're all fans. Of course, that's why you go to a concert. Brianna Rodriguez, who was 16, a student dancer. Rodriguez was a beautiful and vibrant student at Ghost of Heights in Houston who had a passion for dance, according to her GoFundMe page for her funeral. Now, these are funerals that obviously were never expected to be had, and I'm sure that the parents are on the ropes for a lot right now. As somebody who had to plan a funeral at some point in my life, I had no idea how expensive funerals were, how expensive burying somebody is, how expensive honoring them the way that they want to be buried. At 16, I doubt they even know what their daughter's wishes were. I doubt that they even know. I doubt that she ever even thought about that because this wasn't a possibility. Very fucking upsetting. There were two best friends, Franco Patino and Jacob Juranek, who were 21 and 20. Patino and Juranek met in elementary school in Naperville, Illinois, and were best friends every step of each other's lives. That's coming from Patino's brother. He said that to CBS Chicago. Danish Baig, who was 27 and saved his fiance's life. He was a district manager at AT&T, and he died after trying to save his fiance during the concert, according to his brother, Basil, who was also there. This is the quote that Basil said: my sister-in-law is in pain. She was stomped on, hit, punched. My brother was trying to save her, and he did. He saved her, and it cost him his life. All of these are just like fucking gutting. Axel Acosta, 21, computer science student from Yakima County in Washington, and was a student at WWU, traveled by himself to Astroworld. That's what his aunt told ABC. The event was a few days after his 21st birthday. And she said, by all accounts, Axel is a young man with a vibrant future. We are sending our condolences. Or this was said by the vice president of the school, Western Washington University. We are sending our condolences to his family on this very sad day. And then Rodolfo Pena, 23, who was an aspiring Border Patrol agent. He was a student who loved his music, dancing, and cowboy gears. His eldest sister, Jennifer, told Rolling Stone. She also said, he was the sweetest person. He loved to be close to his friends and family. He was always smiling. He would come to me for advice, and I loved that. Just thinking about them, leaving their house, thinking about all the concerts that you guys have gone to, that I've gone to, all the times that getting ready, putting on my mascara, listening to the music in my house, putting on that t-shirt, whatever it is, making my way to the concert. And from every account of this event, this was fucked up from start to finish. The amount of people who said that they couldn't breathe while being there, that they were getting crushed. While they're saying that they were not understaffed and security was plentiful, the fact that security wasn't doing anything and where that comes from. Travis has now canceled his next performance, as he's stating that he's devastated, which I'm sure he is. You would have to be soulless to not be devastated. But the amount of things that are coming out now about hearing the kind of incidents, the kind of, I have to be careful because the things that he was inciting, whether that you describe that as violence or rowdiness. Variety did an article that said Travis Scott will not perform at the weekend's Day in Vegas festival. The appearance was scheduled for a Saturday, less than a week after Astroworld. Scott, whose sources describe as too distraught to play, will provide full refunds for all attendees who bought tickets to Astroworld. Just yuck. Yuck. Seeing this, and my heart just got really sad. Well, the good news is that this is a roller coaster show, so we'll go up and down. This is obviously a very low down. I just didn't want the day to go by without us remembering those people, because I think, as you guys know, one of my biggest fears in life is being forgotten. It's part of why I do what I do every day here, trying to touch as many people as I can, trying to help people's lives, being a performer, telling people stories, living on camera so that I cannot be forgotten. And these are 8 kids. I mean, I know that some of them are in their 20s, but from 14 to 27 kids that I don't want us to forget, because they didn't do anything but go to a concert for their favorite musician. It's just fucking sad. So it didn't feel right to do the show and not to mention them when their names came out and a little bit about them. And so thank you guys for going through that with me. I appreciate you. Let's go into the Streamlabs. Let's see what you guys are talking about today. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Would love to hear from you. As I said, I know that sometimes these transitions can be very difficult, but I really want to know what it is that you guys are going through right now. What it is you guys want to talk about. It's your show as much as it is mine. And so please talk to me, starting with the Zen one himself, Glenn Caesar, who says in here, Miles Cosgrove, Brett Hankinson, Jonathan Mackley, arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor, all 3 of them for killing Breonna Taylor. I hope that today is the day. Justice for all the people who lost their lives due to excessive force. I know that Black Lives Matter. I stand against Asian hate. I stand against Islamophobia. I stand against anti-Semitism. Way to go, Smets, and everyone who's still fighting to smash cancer. Bunnies to Avery Burke, and rest in peace to Chris Burke. Hashtag 3 super rock stars forever. I like that Avery's been joining the chat sometimes. It's really nice to have her here. Hello and a good day to you, Roxy. Sending well wishes and thank you for hanging out today. How are you, Peace Bunnies? And good stuff to you, your dad, Skyjet, Grammy Papa, and your family. Be most excellent to yourselves and to each other. RJ and RSS. May you breathe in more golden sparkles as you inhale and blow out stress and yucky energy whenever, wherever you need to in each of your days, weeks, months, and even your years. Remember, we're still alive, so be you, sparkling diamond. I hope that you each get to laugh out loud like a child at least once a day, today and every single day for the rest of your lives, so that you glow in your flow. Be you always and always. There's no one better at being you than you. Thanks, Glenn. Adore you. Ben Rayner in the house. Ben Rayner says, hi, Roxy. How are you? Hope you had a great weekend. Wondered if you catch the latest Curb from last night. It was amazing, in my opinion. Patton Oswalt was in it, and he was so hysterical with Larry. What are your thoughts if you saw it? Thanks for the show. I did. I watched last night. Between last night and this morning, I really don't sleep much, as you guys know. I watched Insecure, I watched Curb, and I watched Succession, because those are my Sunday HBO shows. I thought that Insecure was awesome. I think the season is really funny. I think that the middle, who sits in the middle, was hysterical, and I could kind of leave it at that, but it was really, really good. I like it a lot. What I didn't watch was Dexter, which dropped a new episode last night, the first episode of Dexter New Blood. And why I didn't watch it is because I guess I don't have Showtime. It seems so weird now at this point, because Showtime is, I believe it's like $13 a month. And while that's not outrageous compared to other networks, like HBO and whatnot, it's crazy to me that I watch 50 shows on Netflix a year, maybe more, movies and probably more. And I pay that much there. So it's hard to justify paying that amount to watch one show, because the only show I watch on Showtime, clearly, I guess, would be Dexter. But I don't want to not see Dexter. I was a huge Dexter fan. And Showtime's got some other good stuff, I hear. So I don't know. Who's a Showtime person? Are you guys watching anything on Showtime? Did anybody watch Dexter New Blood, the first episode? What do you think? Is it worth getting Showtime? I haven't found any other way to watch this show. I thought that it was going to be on some streaming app. We had talked about maybe it being on Hulu or whatnot, but it's not. It's just an add-on. Joseph says, remember when HBO and Showtime was a package deal? I know. It's just all so different now. So I can't tell whether, and I really used to be diehard for Showtime. And I thought that I had it because I watched every episode of Shameless. Maybe I stopped having it after Shameless. I don't know. So let me know if anybody watched it. Did not one of you guys in here? This is so crazy because at the time I remember thinking that Dexter was one of the biggest shows that would ever be. It was like Lost, Dexter, Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones. Not that those were all the exact same time, but those from in my last 20 years, those were the fucking big ones. Dexter was huge. And now Dexter came back with New Blood. And I don't know anybody who watched it. My Twitter was radio silent about it. I didn't hear shit. That's strange. Not one of you guys in here. The 120 of you guys watching this live right now. Not one of you guys. Yeah, Kenny Lozis. I loved Weeds too. No Showtime for me. Caught up on Shameless on Netflix. I get that, Jake. But like, do I want to wait for Dexter? It's fucking Dexter and it's back. But also, so that. All right. Let's keep going. Let's go into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Lloyd Nance says, hi, Roxy. Hi, Lloyd. Glenn Caesar says, since you and we can all use it, lots of bunnies for you. Also, you're the best. Yeah, you're the best around. Nothing's ever going to keep you down. I was thinking you're doing the other thing. LOL. Or maybe you the fucking best. You the fucking best. You the fucking best. The best we ever had or could ask for. Love you, RJ. Thanks, Glenn, my dear. Appreciate you. Getting your questions, guys. Questions, comments, concerns. It's the AMA show. The only thing that I really wanted to make sure that we talked about today was Travis Scott, which we can continue to talk about if you guys have things to say as well. You can get questions in, comments in, super chat in, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. What did you watch this week, last night? I'm so obsessed with the morning show right now. It is insane. That's must-watch TV for me right now. Everybody's telling me I do that morning radio show in St. Louis, and Julie Buck, one of the people on the show, is telling me that Yellowstone is the show I have to watch. And then I've heard that from so many of my other friends. My friend Morgan Willette, who I saw this weekend, she's been watching Yellowstone. Everybody that I see on my Instagram, a lot of big Yellowstone people. Yet somehow I've missed 4 seasons of this. I also hear that it gets really good in season 3. It's kind of hard to be like, all right, I'm just going to suck it up for a couple of seasons and I'm just going to make my way through. But maybe that's what I need to do. Shout out to all of you guys in here live right now, by the way. I haven't given shout outs in a minute, so I want to make sure I do so. Shout out to Kenya Loza, Sina Bigelow, Murderanta, Glenn Caesar, MT, MVT, TXR, Joseph Ashley, John Bainbridge, Stephen Charles, Ace Money, John Perillo, Stormy Woods, Gregory Castillo, Mohammed Belsin, Jake Yakavetta, Teddy Holiday, Mark Berezki, Ace Money, Calvin Patel, Cass Dolkberg, Mafe Martinez, Furio, Jeremy Miller. I want to make sure you guys, Zadia Smith, know how appreciated you are. To those of you guys who can send support to the Streamlabs and Super Chat and ask those questions, thank you so much. You guys are the way that I'm able to continue doing this show 6 days a week, usually. Holy shit. But those of you guys who can't, I still want you to feel seen and heard because I know it's fucking tough times for me, for you guys. So thank you for just being here. That means a lot to me. Alexander Wilson in the Super Chat. So there's too much content out there for the average person to see. I know. And sometimes, I tweeted this last night, which a lot of people are upset about, but I don't even fucking care. I don't read books. I read Twitter. I read self-help books. I read biographies sometimes because I want to know more about people's lives. But typically, I don't read fiction books. And I know that makes me ignorant. I know that makes me fucking ridiculous. But I don't. And so I tweeted last night saying, you're telling me this is something I cannot wrap my brain around. You're telling me there are genuinely people who would rather read a book than watch TV? Can't believe it. Can't believe it. I'll say something furthermore that will get me canceled. I feel like we outgrew books. We had books, and then we don't need them that much anymore. It's the dumbest thing I've ever said. Of course we need books. But do we? Of course we do. Do we? All right. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Let's see what's going on in here with y'all. Thank you for the support, my friends. In here, we've got Leonard Kim who says, hey, Dimple Tits, Roxy, how's your Monday going? My heart goes out to everyone involved with Astroworld. How was your day with Grammy getting your nails done? Digging the bun. Great choice with the shirt. Yeah, all of our hearts go out to everyone from Astroworld. It's fucking tough. So fucking tough. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the investigation with Travis Scott. Gosh. So, ugh. Poor fucking victims. Poor fucking victims. Grammy and my day was great. We went and got our nails did on Saturday, and then we went to lunch. I took her to this Japanese barbecue place, and it was delicioso, and we had a great time there. And then I took her back home and hung out there for a little bit with Papa as well. So that was really fun. Thank you for asking. I appreciate you. I got off. I was doing these dip nails for a while, and they were really long. You guys know I was trying to grow them out and be a badass bitch like Steph, but this is what we've learned. The badass bitch life isn't for me. These are just my normal ass nails now because I can't grow them that long. They just fucking break and I can't do shit. And it is what it is. Gregory Castillo says for the Dexter Fund. I appreciate you, my dude. Are you watching Gregory Castillo, or you just think that I should be watching and then let you know how it is? Let a sister know. Also, what up, Clayton Curry, who says, hello, everyone. I'm Clayton from Dublin, Ireland, and I'm new here. Everybody send bunnies for Clayton. We're so happy to have you. Welcome to the Rock Stars. It's a roller coaster show. We talk about entertainment news. Sometimes we just talk about news. Today is the AMA episode where you guys can ask me anything. You can do so by sending in a Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer, or super chat in as well. Getting your questions, comments, concerns, and thanks to all for showing up on this day, on this Monday. I keep forgetting what day of the week it is because I don't have weekends really. So the fact that I worked on Sunday, that felt like Monday. And then today, maybe today's Tuesday. This is why we need books, people. This is why we need books. Everybody send in those bunnies for Clayton. I love to see it. We welcome you open arms. The only thing that we're intolerant of here is intolerance. So if you can vibe with that, then you are welcome to fucking stay. Leonard Kim in the Streamlabs says, I genuinely think that Selena and Chef is underrated. Leonard Kim, you watch some shit that I've never fucking heard of. Like you watch things, I guess that's probably Selena Gomez, the cooking thing. People won't think twice about a show like this, but something about it absolutely kills it. I'm caught up on Succession and Curb. Both are okay. You think they're just okay? Time to get on the Dickinson hype train. Just saying. Wow. I think Succession is like, I'm hanging on their every word. Every word. Can't help it. And I'm really into Curb. It just makes me fucking laugh out loud. Larry's ridiculous. These small premises that make up full episodes and everything going on with the girl, the actress. Hysterical. So Joker 40 says, we don't need books. Okay, poetry's different, Sir Joker. Poetry's different. I love poetry. But you can't get poetry. Okay. This is what I say when I say. I know this is fucked up. You can't get poetry in a movie or a TV show. You can get a book story in those things. And I know it's different. By the way, I was curling my hair and I burnt the fuck out of my forehead. It really hurts. I know. It's a twat take. Sometimes I have twat takes. One of my twat takes is just that I will always rather watch TV than read a book. Poetry is different, Sir Joker. Poetry is different. You good. Mm-hmm. We need books, dudes. Asina. You're not wrong, Cena. You're not wrong. Some hot takes at Redford. Yeah, sometimes I say things and they're not correct. That happens. I just don't read very often. So I feel as if TV is very important in my soul. And most TV shows and movies these days come from books. Cena says, this is a very twatty take, dear. Still sending you love. Appreciate you, my dude. All right, going back into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. The Zen one himself says, may you fill your never-ending goblet of happiness and joy and get to drink from it whenever, wherever you can. I hope you remember to say to yourself, I'm kind, I'm caring, I'm fully unique, I'm worthy, my story is important, deserves to be seen and heard. Glenn, I just said it, and I said it with gusto. I said it with oomph. I said it with pizzazz. Not really pizzazz. Del Comment says, since this is an AMA episode, how's that hole you're dating? This is me. Books, you don't need them. Who needs books? We should just throw them all out. Burn the books. No, books are great. And actually, growing up, books were really important in my life. Because TV took over. TV took over. My hole is getting bigger. Thank you for asking. The hole is doing really well. Appreciate you. A couple other things that I wanted to mention. I always know what those are because I take these incredible screen grabs of my phone based on reading Twitter. See, I read. Gal Gadot was confirmed, or had confirmed, that Linda Carter will return for Wonder Woman 3. Mo Linda Mo Betta. So I like the sound of that. I appreciate that announcement, especially after we kind of knew that that was going to happen because of DC fandom and with Linda Carter being there with Patty. So I wasn't surprised by that, but it was nice to hear. The bigger Patty news, though, of the day was that Rogue Squadron is going to be delayed. So for those of you guys who haven't heard about this yet, it broke a couple hours ago. Rogue Squadron, the Star Wars feature that is going to be directed by Patty Jenkins, who of course is the director of Wonder Woman. It's been caught in the tractor beam, says a Hollywood Reporter, and will take a little longer to make it to the big screen. Jenkins and the writer Matthew Robinson have been developing Squadron for Lucasfilm for over a year with the goal of starting production in 2022. It was to have gone into pre-pro by the end of this year. However, sources say the producers and filmmaker team came to the realization that Jenkins' schedule and other commitments won't allow for the window needed to make the movie in 2022. Thus, Squadron has been taken off the production schedule. The hope is that once Jenkins fulfills her previous commitments, she will be able to return to the project. I would say that that's very likely. Squadron would have been the first feature since the end of the Skywalker trilogy, which wrapped in 2019 with The Rise of Skywalker. It had a release date of December 22nd, 2023. And while that currently remains in place, dates can always shift. We'll see what happens. If they're unable to shoot this in 2022, I doubt that this comes out in 2023. Would they just get a new director, though? I don't know. People seem really excited about the possibility of Patty Jenkins doing this. It does seem like with her schedule, what does she have going on? Obviously, Wonder Woman 3. Maybe that took precedent because she's with DC and she doesn't want to abandon them or whatever. I texted my brother earlier. I said, why don't you have Showtime? I need you to step it up. He said, I'm very sorry. How could I do this to you? Dexter, what did you want to watch? Dexter. Is it fun to watch me text my brother? Just curious. New blood, baby. All right. What do you guys think about all this? Send in your Streamlabs. We are going to get out of here relatively soon as Yo Girl Rocks has another meeting. You know this takes place. You know this happens where on my Mondays, I've got that 2:30 meeting. I feel like I have meetings all day, every day. I'm just a meet kind of girl. Meet and great. That's how I spell greet. And back into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider. Pink Sweet says, oh, hi. I'm at work and dying. Sorry, Pink Sweets. Hope your day is well. Are you getting overwhelmed by the TV lately, or am I tripping? Yes, I am. That's why I've had to cut out books. I haven't started Morning Season 2. Oh my God, Pink Sweets. The Morning Show Season 2, especially the last 2 episodes, are like jaw-droppingly good. Some of the best TV I've ever seen. Or Insecure Final Season. Oh my God, it's also great. Or Curb, Pink Sweets. You got to get to it. Succession is amazing. Completely agree. I see your Succession talk in the Discord. So yes, girl. Dexter's back. The Chucky show is fire. Okay, bye. What's the Chucky show? Oh yeah, the Chucky, they invited us to see that. Dia's been talking about that. What's it called again? I know you're talking about that. Okay, bye. Yeah, a lot of great shows. Thank you for that. And tell me what else you guys are watching. TV is always overwhelming. There's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit to watch. Can you keep up, baby boy? Child's Play. Thanks, Ryan Payne. And thanks for a lot of things, Ryan Payne. We talked about you on the show last night. Grateful for you. Leonard Kim in the Streamlab says, I truly believe that I would love Succession and Curb. Both seem up my alley, but for some reason, they're not landing for me. Why? I wonder. I wonder if it's where you are in life or the storylines or if you're over the characters. Once again, sorry to hear about the World Girl live event. You can tease any of the other replacement events. Agreed on books and I am I oop. Okay, agreed on books, comma, and IOOP. IOOP. What's OOP? Is that a trendy thing? I don't know. My bad. Sorry. I don't know it. Yeah, that sucks that they're not landing. Anything that I can tease. We're going to be doing a lot. We're going to be releasing some interesting content. I can try to say that, but I can't say much more. I have a meeting with them today and we're going to figure out how we're going to announce some of this stuff. But there's one thing that we're doing that I'm really excited about. So I'll keep y'all posted. Thank you for saying that you're sorry to hear about the event. We were fucking gutted about it. Glenn Caesar in the house. He says, I hope you continue breathing in golden sparkles. Bring in love and blow out stress and yucky energy with every inhale and exhale to break apart and remove all types of energetic blockages so you attain balance. Be brave, be you, be awesome, because you are. Thanks, friend. Leonard Kim says, random and odd question. Favorite type of nuts? I think pecans. Is that a nut? I really like pecans. I like almonds too. I like nuts. Let's just leave that comment there. Sir Joker 40 in the Streamlab says, my new book isn't just poetry. Read it. I mean, if you pull it out of the ashes in your fire pit and read it. Books are great. Some of them are really incredible. I suck. Telecommon says, in a flip to my joke comment, honestly, had a pretty shit day. I'm sorry. I'm glad to be off work and able to catch today's show. I rather needed the change in tone. Hope you and everyone in the community are having a great day. You're all dope. Yeah, talk about a change in tone. I fucking get it. It's a lot. The whole fucking world. It's a lot. It's just like, nope. Paul 3JP in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/RoxyStratus says go to sleep. I have like 12 more hours of work to do today. I cannot. Glenn Caesar in the Streamlabs says, Roxy and Rockstars and everyone who's battling, thank you for choosing to. Thanks for showing up and being support for the people around you whenever, however you can. Doing all that, even when it's a tough challenge, makes you a winner. When you win, we all win. That's what's up, Glenn Caesar. That's true. And I believe that in life. So thank you for saying so. Get in those last minute thangs. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Shout out to all 161 of you guys who are looking so fine in the chat right now. Appreciate you guys. For this week, I will be live tomorrow for Skybound on SEN Live on Twitch. Then on Wednesday, I'll be here. And then World Girl Wednesday that night, we'll be building. Hopefully, we'll be finishing Grogu, finishing our Lego set. Fingers crossed. On Thursday, I will be here live at the Roxy also. And on Friday, I will be live at the Roxy. So y'all can't get enough of me this week. I'm here. I'm there. I'm all over the fucking place. You got picture or video evidence that you were there. It says a Hasidic. Are you a Hasidic Jew? I've never seen a Hasidic Jew just go by a Hasidic. Video evidence that I was there. Wonder what you were talking about. Okay. Going back into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/RoxyStar. Feels like we're in an earthquake. I don't know if we are. That's LA for you. All right. Christian Hardesty says, hey, Rox, still upset about the live event, but I understand. Just wondering when the four of us will meet up with our Egyptian name necklaces. Oh. Also, do you have any dates on Always Lola? Thanks for these questions. Appreciate you, Christian. I'm sad about it too. We're trying to figure out what this means, if we're going to be able to see any of you guys or what that will look like. The necklaces, man, I love that necklace. I don't have any dates on Always Lola yet. As I've told you guys the whole time, I think I won't have more updates until 2022. But keep asking me about it because it's really sweet and I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys checking in with me. Okay, a Hasidic said, don't mean to offend. There just seems to be a bunch of people trying to profit and get clout off a terrible situation. Well, you definitely didn't offend me. I just don't know what you're talking about the Travis Scott concert. Astroworld? No, Hasidic. So I am an entertainment news show mostly, also a life show. We talk about advice and whatnot. And so I just wanted to start the show, remember the 8 people who had been murdered and talk a little bit about them, but I was not at the event. I watched the same as you guys exactly what was happening, and I'm watching all the incidents unfold, and it's fucking horrifying. But no, I was not there, and no, that doesn't offend me. And no, I'm not trying to profit or get clout off of the situation. I'm live every day talking about the news. So yes, I hope that answers your question, and appreciate you chiming in. Garth Harkness McMurray in the Streamlabs says, it's a bummer that Patty has to put Rogue Squadron on the back burner for now. She really loves the project and still wants to do it, but she wants to concentrate on making Cleopatra and Wonder Woman 3 first. It's Cleopatra that's also taking up the time. That makes sense. Yeah, I hope that they still let her do it and they don't move on. But it is weird how long it's going to be till we got it. The title was misleading. Huh. I don't know. I put the news in my title every day. I don't know why I keep honing in on a Hasidic. Maybe it's from Jew to Jew that I see you. Okay. Anyway, we are getting out of here soon in the next 5 minutes. So send in those last minute Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Leonard Kim says, by any chance, have you been enlightened by the magical culinary instrument that is the air fryer? Game changer, trust me. No, I did get one for my best friend for her birthday, for one of my best friends, Sarah Stratton, and she loves it, but it was like $300. I can't get that shit for myself. Oh boy, they're expensive. Maybe I could get a small mini one. People seem to love them. Maybe I should. I don't know. I just don't know. Air fryers, man. We are at an interesting time. Technology is wild. I got a phone call today from my friend who is the one that I got vaccinated with from for the COVID vaccination back in February, and she just got her booster shot. So I didn't think that I was eligible for it yet, and I still don't know that I am. But she said she just walked into CVS and got it. I have to look more into this, but have any of you guys been getting your boosters? Let me know. She said that she had a really strong reaction to the booster, which I'm obviously still going to do because it's just one day of not feeling good, but curious if any of you guys have had it yet and what your experience has been. Okay, going back into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Let's see. Melbourne. What's up, Melbourne? How'd you work on being tough and not taking things too personally or be too sensitive? Anything that's about me, I take personally. Most things aren't about me though, so I try not to take those things personally. I think it helps that I'm from Boston, so I grew up taking a lot of shit. I can't imagine if I wasn't from there, what kind of upbringing, and maybe it might have thinner skin. I think maybe reminding yourself and asking yourself the questions, is this about me or is this about them? Where is this really coming from? And always trying to be the best you can be. And if you feel like you're doing that, not letting much phase you too much. Hopefully that helps a little bit. I don't know what's going on with you, Melbourne, but if you have more specifics, maybe we can help a little bit. Happy to dive into it and hope you're all right. I think you're a fucking legend, goddess, angel child. So hopefully that helps. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Vaccines need to be mandated, says Kyle. That's one take. Kimberly Robinson says, I've had bad allergies, so I had to reschedule mine. Friends who've gotten it had similar reaction to when they got their second. Interesting. Thunder God said, I got my booster like 3 weeks ago due to job eligibility. Tina says, I haven't got my booster yet. Going to try to get it before December. Got you. Tommy got the booster. Boosters aren't available in Canada, says John. Redford got it in October. Jake's going to get his booster on Thursday. All right. Seems like a lot of you guys got mine. I wasn't eligible. I walked into CVS, got the booster, no question asked. Mike, that's interesting. Maybe I should try to do that. I'm debating whether I should wait till I go home because last time I had the booster, last time I had the vaccine, I had such a high fever. I couldn't get myself food and stuff. It's hard when you live by yourself, but this is not an excuse to not do it. You still have to everybody has to do their part. Everybody got to do their part. I got my booster on Friday, says Christian. How do I know if I'm fucking eligible? Everybody said they got a text message. I didn't get I got no text message. Where's my text message? I can't believe how many of you guys got it. I'm so happy. I'm proud of you guys. All right, gonna get out of here. Much love to everybody. Much love to all my friends, all the rock stars. Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all being here. And I will see you guys soon. Probably tomorrow morning for SEN. Not probably, I'll definitely be there, but who knows if you guys will. And then definitely here tomorrow live at the Roxy. Stay safe, stay sane. Put down the toilet seat and lid. We don't want those flumes. Check your internet. Make your bed. Brett Miles, Jonathan, arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor. Don't trump the Holocaust. All that good stuff. If it was your first time watching the show, those closing remarks probably were really out of left field for you, but that is the roller coaster. That is this show. Much love to all of you guys. Oh, John Lastrina popping in saying hi. What's up, family? Goodbye to everyone. Patrick, Cena, John, Sir Joker, Melissa, Andrew, Alex Piper, Garth, Kimberly, Scott, Steve, Patrick, Italy. That's cool. Murderanta, Telecommon, Mindy, and everybody else. Y'all are great. Much love. Jake, Ace, Bedford. See you guys tomorrow. Later.